loudly about what your soul has to say. Create the things you desire to create.
Woo! Good morning.
The way your body wants to move. Laugh at the random moments.
Laugh, create,
cry
speak.
during the times your soul feels sad.
Cry if
Achieve
you
the
need
things in life
to.
your soul yearns to achieve. Scream when you feel like screaming and take the risk you deeply desire.
Don't tell them that.
Indulge in the random things you dreamt of.
What's up, everybody? What's going on? It's your girl, LaKeisha Michelle here.
Love someone with all your heart when you just want to give love.
Listen. Oh, wake up. Hey, believe. Surrender. Get obsessed. What's up, everybody? It's your girl, LaKeisha Michelle here. I'm on Facebook and YouTube. Follow me on either. Surrender. Get obsessed. Own it, own it.
Your soul is dying to be seen and heard.
Listen.
And unleashed. Honor your soul.
If you guys have not got the album, Unleash the Artist Within, grab it, grab it, grab it.
Do the things that no one else has ever done.
We got a really good topic today. So juicy.
Everything is going to be perfect.
So juicy. What's going on? What's up, everybody? Say hello. What's up, Renee, Kim? Hey, guys. So here's the deal. We're going to talk about something that's kind of like, I don't know, like it's going to be interesting. But check this out. Oh, surrender. Get obsessed. Own it. Wake up, y'all. Wake up to your vision. Believe in your vision. Surrender to your vision. Get obsessed with your vision. Own that thing. Don't be apologizing.
It's also about making the tough decisions.
You're going to have to make some tough decisions. You got to let some people go. Or just let them do them. And you do you. What's up, Miranda? What's going on?
Sitting there and crying because you have no other way to process the emotion.
So listen, I'm on my like page for Facebook, and I never use it. So it takes forever for people to come on the Facebook page. I almost didn't use it, but I want to start using it. So I got to start, and it's going to, like, people don't know it's happening because they're not on there. They're on my personal Facebook page. But whatever, we're going to keep going, and they'll see it when the time is right for them. Today's going to be super, super juicy. It's talking about, we're going to continue the conversation of thought, because what I noticed is that the response about thought. If you've been following me, we've been talking about what you think about. We've been talking about how you got yourself in the situation that you're in, and how do we get ourselves ascending and elevating and on a continual basis, right? How do we make ourselves have quantum leaps? That's what this is all about. So that's what the conversation is going to continue to be until I feel led to go and talk about something else, because right now it is just so good, and I feel like the more you talk about it, the more you uncover, and it's just extremely powerful. So what's going on, everybody? Say good morning when you get in the chat room. Speak to your neighbor. Listen, always comment back, because you are not alone. You're not the only one, Ellie. And everybody, or Eli, everybody, like, we all have the same stuff. That's why we got to talk about it. We got to make it comfortable to talk about it. And we got to be blunt. Like, people love sugarcoating. Y'all know I'm not a sugarcoater, and I don't believe that you should be getting something sugarcoated, because it's just, you need facts so that you can make proper decisions. And so that's what your girl likes to do. Good morning. I love it. You guys are speaking to each other. So now, here's the deal. Let's come up with let's see if we are all on the same page. Do you believe that thoughts create things? If you believe this, let me know. If you understand this, let me know. If you don't understand it, let me know in the comments right now. Let's just kind of think about, I want to take you guys through the thought process of this concept, okay? Thoughts create things. If you believe that, think about that, what that means, okay? So, for example, everything that you're doing right now, typically the things that are actually, that you're allowing in your life, that you're having in your life right now, you thought about it. And then all of a sudden you fast forward, maybe 5 years, maybe a day, maybe 10 years, you look up and, hey, Queen of Weaves, and you look up and the thing is actually actualized in your life. Think about it. I thought that I remember a long time ago, before I even knew what was going on, like what I wanted to create, I wanted to have my own, like, TV-like show segment, right? And I just knew, I never subscribed to, like, oh, it has to be on television like you buy from the store. To me, this is TV. We're broadcasting. This is media. This is the same concept, right? It's not on that big of a scale, but it's the same concept. It's my own thing. It's what I control. It's what I always wanted, and it started out with a thought. For example, I thought about buying some water, and then the more I thought, I like drinking the kind of nice water, right? It's a thought process. I remember when I thought the nice water was bougie and whatever, like, oh my God, why would I pay that much money for some water? It's just water. Like, it's all a thought. So I just kept drinking regular water. Like, and I do drink regular water, but if I can get it, if I have access, I'm gonna get this, right? For example, I remember when I thought about having all Apple products in an excessive OCD ridiculous way, because I'm obsessed with Apple products. It was just a thought, and I was broke. And I remember I was like, I am going to get this. I am going. And these are just simple, so you guys can understand the concept. And I remember putting on my vision board, I wanted 2 computers. I wanted all the, so I just put it up, right? And it's so funny how much Mac stuff, it's not even funny. Like, literally, it's not even funny how much Apple products I have. It's just quite ridiculous. So, and you think about it, you might see someone. I've been places where I saw, like, when I'll be out, like, you can think in a dating perspective, like, oh, I'm gonna talk to that guy, and then you just, next thing you know, you're talking to the guy. I created that scenario. Like, I thought about it, and then my body just reacted. Everything just works. You don't have to think hard about it. Does that make sense? Like, you don't have to think hard about it. So here's my point with explaining this in this way with you guys. Thoughts create things, because you think about it and then you become, so like, if you, now here's the deal. I know somebody's saying, well, I've been thinking myself skinny for a long time. You might, there's not, what's fun about this topic is that you have your regular thought, like you have the thought that you hear and you're aware of, but then you have the thoughts that are working underneath, and those are your true beliefs, right? And so you might have been thinking yourself skinny. See, look, I know somebody, when you present a concept, there's always the other part where you go, well, if that's true, I would have been a millionaire. Well, here's the other thing. What makes the thought actually possible? How did I say, oh, I'm going to talk to this guy, right? And then it just happened. Like, somebody see, like, how does that happen? Well, oh, I'm going to only buy this, or only I'm going to do this. What had to be there in order for that actual thing to be created? Somebody, let me see if you guys are following me. What else needs to be paired up with the thoughts that you have in order to bring it to fruition? So, to the light was amazing. I think, okay. Yes, Renee. Okay, Lala's catching on. Lala says, yes, Queen of Weaves. She gets the award for the day. Lala as well. Lala says confidence. Queen of Weaves says intention and belief. Exactly. It is belief. It is belief. It is intention. It is belief. It is intention all day long. So a thought is a thing, right? But there is an underlying belief that actually wills the result to you. So if you say that I'm thinking skinny every day, but in your heart and you have no, like, you just feel like it's too hard, you feel like it's never going to happen, or it'll happen in 10 years, or you have all these things and these thoughts inside of you that actually are the real thoughts. So here's my point with that. I'm trying to give you guys a paint a picture. Some of this gonna make y'all head hurt because it's just too much consciousness and you're like, whoa. But think about it. That means there's 2 conversations happening. You could say something, but your intention and your belief are the true thoughts and things. So if you say, well, I believe that I can, or you say, well, I'm going to go to this job interview and I'm going to get the job. But in your heart, you feel like, oh, I'm not qualified. Oh, what if my hair, what if, oh my God, what if this? Oh, what if they ask me this? What if they ask me what, like, that conversation is the real thought. It's the real belief. And that is what you're going to get as a result. Does this make sense? Yes or no in the comments. I hope I'm not confusing you. I want everybody to understand this, because we're getting ready to just really simply map out, how does one get stuck in a cycle? Okay, good. You guys are saying yes. Good. Because the whole thing is, how do you get stuck in a cycle? And here's the deal. I'm not immune to getting stuck in a cycle. What I am is I'm aware of cycles now. So when things happen, I feel very empowered. So I don't have these crazy meltdowns, because I just go, oh, I'm no longer available for this type of cycle. So now it's time to elevate. Does this make sense? Right. Okay, good. So let's be clear. I don't believe you can walk through life in this peachy rosy state and nothing ever happens. I do believe that you can actually go through life and experience things that are painful, that are whatever, that are down moments, up moments. You're just like this in life. And I do believe that you can remain in control of your state because you are conscious and you understand which thoughts and beliefs and which level of your mind actually is controlling what you're seeing in your life. So, if you find yourself, you keep attracting, say you keep attracting guys who just want sex, ladies. Say this what you keep attracting, right? There is there's a thought and an intention and a belief and emotion somewhere. Yeah, I like Jonathan Reynolds. He has a song called Psychos. But listen, there's a thought, belief, emotion somewhere that you need to address, forgive, and release. Okay? So, for example, there's so many examples, but we'll use the one with a woman, right? So if I keep attracting guys who only want sex, and my dad taught me this early on, like how that even happens, there's something, and you don't even recognize it. And most people don't like to do this work because then you feel like you're the bad person. But there's an experience somewhere in your timeline of living that happened and gave you the belief, whether it was consciously or unconsciously, that there's something that you're doing, there's something that you're being that is an energy. It comes from the thoughts and the underlying beliefs. It comes from the things that are like embedded in your mind that you're just so used to you don't recognize it. For example, when you get in the car and you end up where you're going, it's somewhere you've always driven to, so you didn't have to think about every little minute turn. Just that's how thoughts are. There are thoughts because they are just who you are. It is your storyline, right? To the movie of your life. It is the script. You get to change the script, but it is the script. So you just keep embodying that without even recognizing it, right? And so what happens is in the physical world, you're just like, I keep attracting these type of dudes. Wait, so what is it like? Like you literally have to go dig and figure out, wait, what happened? What was the circumstance? What is the thing that allows me to keep attracting this? And let me tell you guys how simple it is. It's as simple as saying you're no longer available for that, whatever that is. It could be an abusive relationship. It can be a certain type of whatever. Like you declare that you're no longer, like, I'm no longer available for it. And then I forgive myself for going through it. Like when I was in abuse, I had to forgive myself, and because I beat myself up for so long, because I was just like, how did I get caught in something like that? And I was embarrassed and I feel guilty and blah, blah, blah. And then, I realized, like, in order to move forward and actually begin to trust others again and actually begin to, entertain just relationships in general, from people, man, woman, any, like, just in general, friendship, I had to actually go through some serious forgiveness for myself. I had to forgive the person. I had to actually just really look at, wait, where did that come from? And even to this day, I find stories that come up for me in my life where I go, oh, that actually contributed to abuse, because there's always something that was embedded and you don't even recognize it, right? And so, guys, when you find yourself stuck in a cycle, here's the reality. Thoughts beget creation. So, like, somebody thought about this water, and then who knows the process, but boom, it's created. Steve Jobs thought about these products, and it was a long process, but it's created, and it's outliving him. Somebody thought about making rings, these particular things, and they thought about it, things kept happening, and boom, they created it. I have a meeting tomorrow about something that I thought about 2 years ago. And then over time, I just kept playing with the idea and and all of a sudden it's now coming to fruition, right? Because the thought starts the creation. Now, when you think, there's emotions that actually are the thing that attract what you want to see. Does this make sense? So when you think, emotions are created. Most people are not aware of the emotions. I do not. When I first started understanding positive thinking, what happens is you go through roller coasters because you think you can just think your way out of things. And actually it's like you have to learn how to think positively and hold yourself in that state, right? Even though you may be going through something traumatic or bad or whatever, you got to think positively and make the positive be the dominant thought. Because if I say, I believe I'm going to be a millionaire tomorrow, and I wake up tomorrow and I'm not a millionaire, then doubt, fear, I told you so, all of that stuff gets stronger. So what you actually attract is more of the I told you so, the doubt, the fear, the broke, the whatever it is. I don't know what it is for you, but you just attract more because that's actually the dominant belief. But what happens is you have to actually wake up the next day. So you say today I'm a millionaire. You claim it, you own it, right? Tomorrow when you wake up, you might be checking your bank account going, it's hard to say because you're like, well, I thought Keisha said, I thought Oprah said, I thought everybody said. Well, this takes faith. This takes repetition because you have to train yourself to create the emotions and the energies to match the true statement. It's true. Nobody has to go print money for you, or me, right? It's true, but every single day you've got to show up and you've got to hold that as a dominant thought. You've got to feel the energy and you've got to make your actions actually match that of a millionaire. You got to make your conversation. You've got to make your friendships. You've got to make your environment. You have to begin to transform and evolve into that dominant thought. Okay. And so it actually feels better when you begin to create the emotions. The emotions create the behavior creates the habits create the cycle. Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense. I hope I'm not confusing you guys. If I am, just watch this over and over and over and over and over. Just trust that your brain is really, really smart and you'll figure it out. The emotions create the behavior. So if you truly believed and knew for a fact that you were coming into $1 million tomorrow, you would act so different when your cousin called you that owe you $200. Like your energy towards your cousin would be different. Your energy when you step into your job that you currently hate, quote unquote, will be totally different. You walking to work, what up? Hey, ain't nothing, Life, man, you know what? I can't complain. Life is so good. God is so good. Like, bro, like, all right, I'll see y'all later. It's a great day today. Because you think you're about to get $1 million tomorrow. So the job that you hated the day before, because you have confirmation on today that you're going to be a millionaire on tomorrow, you have a different energy when you show up to work, darling. You ain't working, you're just fabulous. You're still broke, but you're fabulous because you know for a fact that tomorrow you're going to be a millionaire. Guys, when I tell you that is the reality, the way you act creates a certain behavior. Those behaviors are the behaviors that you need repeatedly in order to create. You are so freaking smart. Put that in the comments. You're so smart. 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 Put that in the comments. I am so smart. I am so smart. I am so smart. I am so smart. Because I've created the cycle that I'm in. And I can create the next new cycle. You be dancing and singing when you wake up. Exactly. Now here's the reality. I figured this out before I knew what was actually happening in my life. You have to. So Cherie says you'd be dancing and singing when you wake up if you knew that you were going to be a millionaire tomorrow. Well, I figured out that emotion, if you can become addicted to the emotion and the behaviors before you ever even know the how, what happens is life starts to shift and bring you exactly what your emotions and energy is vibrating with. Does that make sense? So for example, if you were on my YouTube channel the other day, I was in the mall. I believe that was Saturday. I was in the mall. And say hello to the little visitor here. What is happening? Anyway, I was in the mall. And I was walking past the salon. I see all the I am so smarts coming through. Yes, yes, yes. I love it. Faith and repetition takes. Yes, it does. I literally could come on here every day and have the same conversation with you for the rest of the year, and your life will change, and so will mine. You'll look up and you'll be like, holy shit, Keisha's in like a whole different, like because that is how much we need to hear this. And so it's all about being willing to be repetitive. in everything. It's the same rule in business. Most people feel I get all these messages, they all the same. I can literally look, the messages are the same, but it's because people are not willing to be repetitive and do the simple things for a year in order to build a substantial base and then go. You want to have 5 things at once and you just got started. It doesn't work that way. I learned the hard way. I try to help people and I realized that the power of repetition, and it doesn't work because of the mindset. So, here's the deal. How do you bring into your life what you want to see? How do I bring in the $1 million? How did I bring in any other money? The 6 figures, right? The thousands of dollar days, right? That's a reality that I designed, that I willed to myself when I woke up and I didn't see a $1,000 internet day. I'm like, okay, cool. I'm still going to celebrate what I have, be grateful for what I have, and then the next day show up, claim what I want for the day, and do the work that matches the claim, feel the energy of receiving the claim, and that's it. And you do it over and over and over again, because your thoughts create emotions, your emotions create behaviors, your behaviors create the habits, and the habits create the cycle. So, for example, if there's just so many examples, but you have to think about, I'm trying to put this in a format so you can get off this live stream and actually do some work on yourself. What are you seeing in your life right now? Let's write it. Let me write it down so I'm going to send it out to my email list. Go to LaKeishaMichelle.com, get on my email list. Let me write this down. I got so many papers. Who was on this live stream the other day? Let me see who was on this live stream the other day. Who was on this live stream the other day? That was good. It was so good. Okay, so number 1, all right, y'all. This is some powerful ish right here. Number 1, I see you guys are on the live stream. Yes. Number 1, oh, YouTube is backwards, Facebook is not. Assess the cycle. That's going to be step number 1. How do we bring in what we want? How do we break the cycle and start to bring in what we want? Well, number 1, you assess the cycle. What does that mean? You got to really look at your life. Go deep. Get your homework. Get your pens and papers out. Y'all do this. I don't do this for my health now. I want you to do this so that you can get results. I love it. I love it. All the comments. Yes, Marona says great confirmation. Yes, yes, and yes. What's up, Bridget? What's up? What's up? What's up? Renee, Sylvia. So listen, you can't have 5 things at once. In the beginning, what happens is, let's just do that real quick. In the beginning, look at all this. I've been talking about the same thing. Actually, it's just been in my spirit, so I guess I need to just stick on it. We're going to stick on this for the whole dang month. We're going to stick on this for the whole month. How about that? Be willing to be repetitive and annoying. This is goals, beliefs, yes or no, strongest wins. How do you make it stronger? Mind, power, vision, repeat daily. So look, and then this is another live stream we did. Goals, yes I can, no I can't. So the funny thing is, you need to hear the same thing over and over and over. Obviously I do too, because I didn't even realize I was saying the same thing. But you know, it's just, it matters. That's what matters. So, hold please. Let's draw a picture of what it looks like to multitask on when you're first. I don't think you can't multitask. There are instances where it's valuable, and I think there's instances where it's just impossible. You're just starting out. You create A. You're so excited, and these are the days of the week. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, these are the days of the week. You spend today on A. You spend tomorrow on A. You spend tomorrow on A. But then B pops up. You love B. Then C pops up. And then you do C. And then now it's a new week. In week 1, you have a little bit of A, a little bit of B, a little bit of C. So this is week 1. Here's week 2. You go back to A. Okay? And if it takes you 5 A's to complete A, then you go to B. So you almost done with A, but now you on C, because C was really exciting, and then they said do something And now D pops up. And oh my God, D is dope. And now you're like, oh, let's go to A. So now you finally finish A, but you spent 14 days, and this is still the beginning. So then, a new week. You're very excited about D. Oh, you forgot about B. Oh, you forgot about C. And then you like, oh shoot, A is popping. Let me go back to A because A is working, but I don't want to leave B out. But then D. And so all of it, like, do you understand? Like when you're starting out. So then at the end of the month, if it takes 5 things, so you got A. A is done. It's on one level. But we all know the first level of creating something, you really just discovering and you get data and then you have to go back and do it again to get better data to apply what you learned. So now you have A, you still have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You finally finished B in week 3. Okay? You finally finished B. Then you realize you don't even like B. Right? This is really what... Okay, so there we go. Y'all get it? Okay, I just want to make sure. Okay, so now I'm done with that. Now, here's the reality on breaking the cycles. All right, you want to definitely assess what the cycle is. So it requires you to be honest with yourself. You have to look and say, well, wait, why does this keep happening? Why does this cycle keep happening? Y'all see, I have ADD. Let's be clear. I totally have ADD. And stuff is falling off my desk right now. You have to say, why does the cycle keep happening? Why do I keep dealing with this? How do I keep ending up with this? Like, for example, I had to finally give in to the fact that I needed to understand budgeting because I was so tired of living like the way I was making so much. And it was like, how do I, at the end of the month, still have more month than money? So I was like, like, this is crazy. So I had to actually face... I didn't want to look at my bank account because that gave me a headache. Okay, I was like, no, nobody want to do that. It's too much, too tedious. Oh my God. And it's so funny because when I work with my one-on-one clients, when I start saying, yo, you got to look at your bank account, they all go, oh God. They don't want to because it's just the reality. You start to really see your behaviors. And if you have to see your behaviors, then you begin to recognize that it's up to me to change this, and I created this. So then we go into a beat yourself up moment, and while we're beating ourselves up, we don't see what we want to see. It's just stressful. So it's better to just not, it's better to make it somebody else's fault. It feels better to not address reality, and it's just what we do. Look, at least you're helping us to align. Just trying. She is addressing how people can multitask. Oh, were you guys asking what was I doing? Yeah, I answered someone. Someone said you can't multitask. And I was just trying to like let y'all know what that really looked like on paper. So we all, myself included, can see how it just totally F's us with a capital F. So, yeah, you begin to avoid. Now, so the first thing is you have to actually address the cycle. I don't know what happened to my thing. So step 1. I see you guys, all the comments. So for step 1, you have to assess. And this will require you to be real with yourself. A lot of people get like an attitude. People say, Keisha, you crazy. Oh my God, I can't believe you said that. Look, if I'm broke, I'm broke. If I'm lazy, I'm lazy. Like, it is what it is. If I totally didn't do something on time and I effed up, it's just what it is. It doesn't mean I'm bad. It doesn't mean I'm anything. It doesn't mean I'm stupid. It just means that now I understand how I got here so I can honestly get myself out of here because I was smart enough to get myself in here, right? So now you assess the cycle, and I want you guys to actually go and decide what you're no longer available for. Okay? So assess the cycle and figure out what you're no longer available for. What does that mean? I am no longer available for overdraft fees. That was my favorite. I'm sick of this. And then you call the bank like it's their fault. Girl, it's your fault. How about that? Stop calling them getting mad because you didn't do your money right. How about you call them and be real nice because you can get your money back? I'm telling y'all, I be telling y'all all the time, Bank of America will give you up to 5 overdrafts a month back, okay? I'm telling y'all, I had a car. I went 12 months and only made 3 payments the whole year. Your girl knows about negotiating, okay? I know about it. I have been evicted so many times and never got put out. They took that note back and I went on and then got the late fees taken away. Bloop, bloop. Okay, so let me just tell y'all. I've been there. Now, assess the cycle. Whatever you're no longer available for, you have to actually declare that and tell yourself, speak to yourself. I am no longer available for fill in the blank. How about I dare you guys to do it right now in the comments? You know what it is and what it ain't. I'm no longer available for, put the blank there, right? Now, then you have to actually look at the behaviors. How do you spell behavior? I don't know. If it's spelled wrong, who cares? Behaviors that got me there, right? This is very logical thinking, but we just don't do it because it requires us to self-reflect, and then that hurts sometimes because you just feel like you should be better. I'm too old for this. That's what we all say. We all too old for some, child. It is what it is, boo boo. Okay, perfect. Like, I love that. That's honestly, I'm no longer available for bad budgeting, right? And that's one of my things. Like, even still, I'm better with budgeting and stuff like that, but I still have to like catch myself because you just get to moving fast and like I ain't the only one. I'm not sitting over here perfect, child, please. So listen, assess the cycle. So first you got to figure out what's going on. You got to be real. Like, my rent ain't on time, my bills ain't on time, my business is crashing, I'm being mean to my kids. What's actually happening? Because that's a cycle that you're in, and it's okay. I love that you can elevate, right? And so you have to actually be real about what's going on and stop feeling embarrassed because everybody going through the same thing. Y'all, for real, everybody go through the same thing. We try to act like we're not. We are. So look, then you have to look at what you're no longer available for. So if you're over it, right? Over it. We're going to call this the over it list. Over it. Boom. Over it. Oh, no, that says no longer over it. Okay, no. So, no, I don't want that. I don't want that next to that because I don't want your subconscious mind to read that. Okay, so no longer available. Number 3. What are the behaviors that got me there? What are the behaviors that got me there? So, what are the behaviors that actually got me to this BS that's up in here that I'm actually not mad at? You have to do this also without getting mad. You have to say, you know what, self, I forgive you for going through this. Self, I love you because you're so smart enough to get us out of this. Self, we're going to be all right, self, girl. We are going to be okay. We're going to have to get through it. Might be a little tough, but self, girl, let me tell you, I love you for doing the work, and we will make it past this. That's how you do that, okay? That's how you have to talk to yourself. It's going to hurt. It's going to sting. You're going to be like, oh, my God, how am I here again? Oh, my God. You some of y'all looking at your man like, how did I get in this again? You got to do this. And then you just decide what you're no longer available for. Very, very simple. Now, behaviors that got me here. That's when you got to get real, okay? So, for example, if you always pay your bills late. Why? Because you don't open the mail. You don't what? You ain't got your stuff on auto draft. Like, what is the reasons? What are the behaviors that got? This is some good. I'm telling y'all, this is good right here. Okay. Behaviors that got me there. What are the things that I did? Okay. So, and you could even do that. You could even do this the other way around, to where you look at all the results in your life. And then you look at what belief got you there. It's the same thing. Like, there's a million ways to do this. And I feel like you need to do them all the ways so that you can get used to. Because the more I do this, the more people can talk to me. And I literally can say something and they be like, oh, how do you know? It's because I just study this stuff. I live it. I study it. So if it were me, this is how I would get myself out. This is how you look at life. You go, wait, what got me here? It's very, very simple. This is how I got to get myself out. But you have to be aware, or else you'll do, if you're not truthful, if you're not aware, you're going to keep getting stuck, period, point blank. And it doesn't, most people don't do this. And some people going to think you acting funny, you stuck up because you're trying to upgrade your life. Okay, so listen. Behaviors that got me there. So now you look at, what are the things that I do every day that actually get me to the stuff that I'm no longer available for? Does that make sense? I'm gonna pause because I know I'm hitting y'all with a lot, and this is heart heavy, so it can make you just be all emotional, and then you spaz out, and then you get off the internet and you just all messed up. And that's not what I'm trying to create for you. I want you to have a breakthrough, okay? I want you to actually get your light right. So I love that. Very, very much logical. Spending too much, buying things I don't need. So I need a whiteboard. I need a wall that I can just write on. I'm gonna go buy. I know they got some paint for that. Okay. Here's the deal. That's a wonderful example. Maybe I need another sheet of paper. I just love who just sits around with paper? Me. Okay, so spending. Give me an example. Got it. We all get stuck in our heads. Spending. I feel like this is the stuff that I love teaching this because I'm amazed at what I've been able to do for my life. And I just want you guys to do the same. Spending what I don't have. How many? First of all, this is what I'm no longer available for. Okay? This is what I'm no longer available for. Right? Now that we see this is a no longer, what are the behaviors? You understand the mall, Instagram shopping. You see somebody and you buy it too. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. You figure it out. Not planning. Or like sometimes I see mothers that have financial issues. They feel like if they just buying like food and stuff like that, like it's not the same. But you haven't budgeted for the food, so you end up spending too much for the food. So then you think that it's okay because it's for the kids. But my mama used to tell us, if you run out of the food that I bought for the week, then you're gonna starve until I go back to the store because the budget is the budget is the budget. My mom used to tell me that all the time. I used to be like, dang. She'd be like, this gonna last y'all for 5 days. If you eat it all now, you're gonna be hungry. And don't call me while I'm at work because it is what it is. And that actually gave us discipline. You know what I'm saying? And we understood. We ate all the snacks. We just gonna have to hustle, go outside, try to make $10. You know what I'm saying? Sell some of your little Walkman, some batteries for your little. Remember the little Walkman? We used to you had to go figure it out. See if you can get 25 cents for some bubble gum. You know what I'm saying? This is what we did. But anyway, these are the things. Going to the mall and just walking around, internet shopping on the little boutiques. You know what I'm saying? Not planning. So then when you go out, you just spending like whatever. It's backwards for you, YouTube, because I'm on the wrong camera. So sorry, y'all. And Facebook is not. But I so love the color papers to help keep things clear in my head. I love it. So here's the deal. There's a reason for all this last minute stuff. There's a reason for all this mall, IG shopping later, all this stuff, spending when you don't have it. There's a belief. There's a belief. So for me, when I used to literally spend every weekend, it's because when so here's the deal. You got to find the belief and the story that supports your behavior. Does that make sense? Let me see if I can help YouTube out because they like, God dang it, you're backwards, heifer. Okay, hold on. Let me see if I can help YouTube, Facebook. Hold on. Hold, please. Okay. Wait a minute. Hold on, y'all. There you go. Okay. I think. Oh, see, now I can't see the comments, though. Okay, now I gotta go. Now I gotta go look on YouTube and see if you guys can see me. I'm trying to help y'all out, man. I know y'all want to see. Okay, let me go on my computer. Hold on, y'all. So think about what I just said, though, for real. Think about what I just said. Okay, there we go. There we go. Perfect. I can see y'all. Okay, I can see all the comments. Perfect. Okay, let me just adjust this. It's so strange. Okay. It's not doing. Let me see. There we go. I think I got it now. So, yes. Okay, so you guys got it. Bye, honey. So, spending. Now I gotta look on YouTube. There we go. Okay, so YouTube, are y'all happy now? Because I got y'all on the backwards camera. I have to look at YouTube over here now instead of over here. All right, so here's the deal. What is the belief and the story that got you to this? Does this make sense, y'all? I need to know if this makes sense. Girl, yes, my husband gets so upset because we need the budget. Why are you writing backwards? Okay, Jada, are you happy, Jada? Because I did this just for you, boo. Writing the opposite way. No, I can't write backwards. The problem with you guys' camera view is because when you use your front-facing camera and you're trying to do something like this, it's going to be a backwards, like a mirror. So that's why. Okay. So quitting too many times. Oh my God, girl, that's me. See, everybody, we all on the same page. So here's the deal. You have to figure out what belief and story, actually, this is where it gets emotional. This is where people quit. This is where people just go, holy cow, oh my God, meltdown, crash and burn. And then you get stuck back in the cycle because you were not willing to address this. And so you've got to figure out, why am I doing this? What am I trying to prove? What am I trying to defend? What am I trying to hide? So for me, I remember my mom walked in my house. This was 2013. It was a pivotal moment for me because she walked in my house and she said, she looked at me. I had a bedroom that was dedicated to a closet. I wanted it to look like a retail store. So I had my boyfriend put up all the shelves. I had clothing racks I ordered from somewhere. And I had like, it literally looked like a store. And it had like a big mirror and a rug. And it was just a cute, like little boutique looking thing. But at that time, I didn't even have like a savings account or anything like that, right? So my mom walked in. My mom had dementia at the time. She got dementia now, right? She literally was like, oh, I see where your bank account is. And I just kind of, that hit me. I was like, holy cow. Like, dang. You know what I'm saying? Like my mom, she hit the nail on the head. She was like, you're putting all your money into these things, but you're not investing like what you need to be investing in. And I'm like, it's just so true. So what was the belief in the story? Well, when we were growing up, we didn't have the money to have things. So every single weekend, because as a hairdresser, you get cash. And so I would make tons of money during the week and I pay my bills. And then on Saturday, you make over $1,000 some dollars. That day, I make that during the week, but then on Saturday, I take the rest of the cash, any other cash, or how much ever cash it was on hand. I would go shopping because I gotta prove to my friends that I'm balling. Because really, I ain't never had, like although I'm fully supported and I've always had everything that I need. See, now I can reframe the story. I've always been supported. I've always had everything I need. Like there was always, like I've always been, but because I didn't have compared to other people, I feel like I ain't have nothing, so I got to stunt and ball because that's what the culture's doing, and I want to fit in, and I want to be whatever. And so it leads to this. And until I changed the story, I kept doing this. Now it's so funny when I go shopping, I'm just kind of like, well, like I had to change my mentality around all of this. I have everything. We live in freaking America, most of you. A lot of you guys are actually from out of somewhere else, out the country, but I had to actually forgive myself for spending what I didn't have and then look at, wait, now that I understand the story, I forgive myself for this. You know what? I actually had everything that I needed. You know what I'm saying? Like we didn't have what other people had, what I would have liked to have, right? But we did fine. Like I had a place to sleep. I slept good. I had my family. They loved me. You know what I'm saying? I got my cousins. However we had, maybe we had to heat up some hot water, you know what I'm saying? Meant to take a bath. Some of y'all, I don't know if you know what that meant. But in general, I had an amazing childhood at the end of the day. There was things that were really bad, but I still had what I needed. And I totally turned out okay. So I had to go through and work my way through this, because the underlying belief is what you hear is like, you don't have enough money for that. You don't have this. You don't have the clothes. You can't wear that. Oh, that's just like the world. That's just this and that. This is what my family used to say. So first thing I did when I got out the house was literally go buy everything I couldn't have. And so until I changed this, I kept doing this. Does that make sense? And so this is a simple thing, but this is a process that you can apply to anything. Okay? It's a process that you can apply to anything. So for example, just looking at how much money I was making when I was in Texas, that was my first time doing this. And again, this was like 2012, 2013, making so much money and always broke. I had to figure out, wait, why am I still broke? Well, there was a belief that I can't have money unless I'm working. So the only time I made money was when I was behind the chair, right? And so there was another belief is that I had to like slave, like just be. Well, I earned my way past what I was doing, but I just felt like I didn't deserve the money if I wasn't actually working hard and legs burning, stressed out. There was also that thing that, my mom, there was growing up, it was just we never have enough money. And so I had a sick cycle of it's never enough money. It's never enough money, right? And then there was a thing where I felt also guilty because now I want to give. I felt guilty for making more money than my loved ones. So again, this is I'm not, I shouldn't be making more than them. I should be taking everybody with me. So what happens is I keep spending so you got to really do the work here. And I got I'm going to have to find, in my binder, there's so many, I wrote out a lot of the things that I used to believe. I'm tired of holding that paper, make my arm hurt. But I wrote out a lot of the things I used to believe, and those beliefs and storylines were actually creating my reality. So I say all that to say, you have to assess the cycle, decide what you're no longer available for, figure out the behaviors that got you there. That's what this is. This is just one little way. This ain't the only way. There's a million ways. I've actually done this exercise from a lot of different coaches, a lot of different ways. All of them have given me epiphanies and aha moments, and you just keep doing it. But what I realize is that even as you grow in income and spirituality and awareness mentally, the exercise is the same. When you see something pop up in your life that you're no longer available for, what is it? What behaviors got you there? What is the belief in the story that makes you do that? What are you typically trying to prove? You're typically trying to hide. You're typically trying to defend. There's a guilt. There's a shame. It's just the way that it goes. I see. Yes, it is. I just want to reach the point where I am not just doing here to pay bills. Exactly. And so it becomes, that's how I was. And that's what made me literally quit. And let me tell y'all something about this. One reason I talk all the time on here is because you also have to have in business as a hairstylist especially, you got to know how to, it's just a business. There's a simple formula that people, for some reason, they just don't want to do. They just don't want to do in the hair game because, I don't know. I don't even know. I think it just has everything to do with the environment and the mindset of when you start, it's just trying to make money. It's just trying to get above because you start broke. So you're trying to just get to where you can pay your bills. And then you've gotten to where you can pay your bills and now you feel stuck again. Why? Because your goals weren't big enough at the beginning. The goal was to only pay the bill. What did I say at the beginning? Let's go back to paper number 1. I don't know where it went. Oh. Thoughts create the emotion, the behavior, the habits that support. That gives you the cycle. So when I first started doing hair, I only wanted to pay my bills. And so it created this excitement and hustle that created this behavior where I just was working, trying to do anything and everybody's hair just to make the money for the bills. And then I only did that, just enough, little extra bite, little drink on happy hour here and there. And the thoughts supported the main thought, which was I just want to pay my bills. I want to just give my, mom and them a couple dollars. That's the life I created. So what does that mean? You should have created a bigger vision. You, me, we should have created a bigger vision. Y'all see how this is some good? It's good. Okay. This is like super. I see all the comments. I love you so Cool watching you live. You really changed my life. You a fucking beast. Thank you, Brittany girl. Girl, we're trying to change our lives together. Queen Louise says, oh my God, yes. Yes, ma'am. I agree. We're changing and getting here. Yes. So here's one thing that I love about my tribe, and I love you, I love you, I love you. This is a safe space, so it's never judgmental. Whatever you into, I tell people all the time, especially like my loved ones, like when I'm talking to my family members too, like I will never, like I don't, it's just, we have to always look at what is. And so if you've gotten yourself into something and you're like, holy cow, how did this happen? One thing I can say, like y'all know Gigi, me and Gigi, like when we talk and we dealing with our stuff together, we always be blunt, we always be truthful about what we've gotten ourselves into. And when we deal with other people, we always make people, it's a safe space. I want my community to know that. And so when you guys are posting the comments, I don't take it lightly. And that's why I always say it's a safe space. And I always say who else too, because we all be going through the same thing. And the more we can just like release the whole, what are they going to think about me? Like somebody going to always think something. Do you know people think so much stuff about me? But I was just telling my friend last night, like, I'm like, dang, I didn't realize how much I just built a way of thinking to where I don't even hardly notice. Some stuff people say catch my eye but ear, but at the end of the day, I hardly ever notice it because you can craft yourself to where you ain't paying attention. You need haters. You need people that's going to judge you because that's going to also push you, right? But thank you guys. Shanice says you changed my tune. Oh my God, yes. Thank you guys. I can truly relate all this stuff and it just sits in the closet and it's a boutique now. It's a boutique. Like I used to have, and the more money I made, the more stuff I bought because I wanted people to come over and be like, oh my God, like what? And then I realized that was, I'm doing that to prove that I'm good enough. I'm doing that to prove that, you know what I'm saying, I can do like so-and-so, whatever. That, dang, I could care. If you notice, just go scroll through. Don't even watch my videos. Just go scroll through what I got on. It's the same clothes. I came to Texas with a little bag. I forgot to bring my clothes. Thought I had more clothes here. I just went to the mall the other day and bought a bunch of stuff. Like because I learned I don't need this stuff. This stuff doesn't make me. And what I love is that I travel the world. When I walk in, I still shut the party down. I still shut the event down. It's just the way that it goes because my thoughts create my reality. Not my clothes, not anything you see me wearing, not my car. Who buys a brand new car and it's just sitting in the garage at my friend's house? Got a car here. Like, none of this stuff matters. It doesn't make me. It's nice to have, but I am worthy because I am. And so none of the stuff makes me worthy. None of it. I am worthy because I am, and it's wonderful and exciting to also have all the things. I get to have all the things that I desire, but I'm not worthy because of the things. So that's just kind of how it is. This is a breakthrough for me this morning. I always joke I'm in the back of your mastermind in the slow class because I see it, but don't do the work, beat myself up. And I always, if you're in my mastermind, I tell you guys all the time, it's not there for you to just, like, you don't beat yourself up. You're where you need to be. It's like, just tap back in. It's like church. You miss a couple Sundays, you get back and you're like, oh, I should have been here all the other Sundays. No, you're right where you need to be. You need to experience whatever you've experienced because that's just the way that it is. You're always on time. Like, it's always perfect. But I see I'm not alone, and I'm listening to you and seeking more. But I need to do the work. We all do. Like, we totally all do, myself included. You have to get to a point where you can wake up and do the work first. So the reason why everything I do is growing and just in general is because I wake up and I put the work first. I put the work first. And when I say the work, I'm talking about this work right here. I'm talking about, I got construction paper everywhere. Like, what is this? Oh, this is my vision from the other day. That's me talking to y'all on the computer, and there's people everywhere. This is me. This is my life. Anyway, this is the work I'm talking about. You have to wake up and do this. This is priority because guess why you have to do this first? Let's pause, and I'm about to shut it down because this is the moral of the goddamn story. If you don't do this first, you will continue to do this, right? So wait, let's be clear. If you don't do this every single day, little by little, do not try to assess your life and change your life in one night. I don't know who that don't work for, but honey, I can't tell you about that. I know about one little thing at a time, okay? This is the work that you do first. If not, you'll wake up and keep doing this. And you'll keep saying, I'm stuck. I feel stuck. I feel stuck. Why? Because you have not, oh, there it is, assess the cycle. Remember, I was looking for this earlier. You have not assessed it, decided you're no longer available, recognize the behaviors that got you there. Oh, wait, let's pause and let me finish this because I don't want to leave you hanging. So now you recognize the behaviors that got you there. You actually have to create, really, you got to recognize the behaviors, the belief, and the story. And y'all can screenshot this. Okay, now you create the new belief, new story, new behaviors. And then 5, you show up with the new stuff daily. Like I said earlier, you don't not be a millionaire today because you woke up and you still not a millionaire. You show up as a goddamn millionaire, okay? So listen, here's the moral of the story. Screenshot this. I hope it makes sense when you read it back because sometimes I don't make no sense on paper. Here's the deal. Jay, what's going on? Thank you for all you do to help us meet. You're welcome, Candace. Thank you. Thank you for that acknowledgement. So listen, we assess what we have going on. You have to wake up and do the work first. Assess what you have going on. Pick one thing because you cannot change your life overnight. You will have a crash and burn meltdown. And sometimes people go deeper. That's like people that say they free of drugs and then they try to go cold turkey on everything. And then next thing you know, they just crash and burn. And now they deeper into drugs than they were because they feel like it didn't even work. Oh my God. No, we don't want to be like that person. Here's the reality. Assess the cycle. Pick a thing that you are no longer available for. Figure out the behaviors that got you there. What are the things you did to get you there, okay? And then, what was the belief in the story that got you there? Because there's a belief in story that support the behaviors. I'm not good enough. I need to prove my value. I need to show him that I love him, so I'm going to just walk around with my cleavage out every day so he can think I'm popping. Like, that ain't going to keep no man. You know what I'm saying? But the behavior, the story was, if I don't show my body, nobody going to talk to me. So now I keep attracting. You're trying to figure out how you keep attracting these type of men that just want to bang all day, but you're like, well, you know what I'm saying? I got to be sexy like Beyonce, and I can pop it, and drop it. Well, the reality is Beyonce don't walk around like that in real life, okay? So the belief is that you have to be somebody that's a character on stage, and so you do these, dress this, do this, say this. You walk around like this character, and so it gets you this situation that you're sick of being in. So until you decide that you are no longer, you don't have to show your body in order to be sexy, right? And I'm not saying don't show. I'm not saying that. Y'all see me with my stomach out or whatever, but you got to look at your intention behind things. My daddy taught me that a long time ago. So sometimes people that put on red lipstick is because they want to bring out the hoe. They want to be that. It gives them a different energy and intention, okay? When I put on red lipstick, I just love my makeup artist. What I love. I love red. It's just popping. I feel fabulous, fierce, everything, whatever. I know somebody who literally, she's like, when I put on red lipstick, that brings out a whole different woman, and I just don't wear it because it makes me think and be someone that I need to be. So here's the thing. The rule is not, don't do this, don't do that, don't do this. No, you have to look at your belief, intention behind the behaviors that you do. Right, I'm just saying. When you really look at how people are, like when I was young and dumb, right? I thought, oh, if I ain't got on something that looked like this, you know, and actually no, I feel like I get the most, the funny thing is I be looking so busted. That's when you get the most hollers. Like, because why? People, the attraction is the energy that I give off, right? And the energy is my thought process about myself. I am powerful. I am loved. I am enough. I am fearlessly and wonderfully made. I don't have to do nothing but be me. And the world shifts when I click my fingers, darling. And that is what it is. And so what happens is, on your worst day, you pull the best day because my energy is what people are attracted to. So my universe is very much a reflection of, I walk in the room and it commands. It responds, right? And it's not cocky. It's just what is. Because of this, what I'm telling y'all, okay? So you gotta look at this. This is some this is some I'm about to say something else. This is some deep stuff is what I was trying to say. Now, number 4, create the new story, create the new belief, create the new behaviors. You know why people don't do this? Because it's just too hard. It gives you a headache. But it's not. Oh, it gets to be easy. Have fun with this. Pay attention to the fact that you design your life. So you get to say, oh, well, who do I actually want to be? Okay, I want to be a millionaire. Well, what do millionaires think, talk about, watch? How do they dress? How do they talk? Where do they actually have lunch and happy hour? What do they do these things? I need to be around these people. How are they thinking? If millionaire is too much of a stretch, what's your income? You make 30,000, you want to make 60,000. Well, where are the 60,000 people at? $60,000 income people. Where are they? What do they listen to? What do they do? How? What kind of behaviors? So you have to actually design. You cannot get to what you want with the old you. You have to design a new you, and you have to, number 5, show up every day with the new stuff. Stuff being the new belief, the new story, the new behavior. And you will actually have to rehearse your new story. You will actually have to rehearse. I should do a class on this. I should do a class where it's just nothing but you wake up and you draw the picture of your life every day. You step into the you that is going to get you what you want every single day, because that's what you have to do. And you know what? This is the stuff that people don't pay attention to because it ain't sexy. You don't get an immediate result. Sometimes you do. But at the end of the day, you have to be willing to do this when everything else says you need to be doing. Like when you say you're a millionaire and you wake up and you're not a millionaire, you still got to do this every single day. Thank you. You got me doing the ugly cry. Oh! Queen of Wings, girl. I got you. I got you. We got you. Like, this is real. This is what we got to do. Me included. All right? Whew, I'm tired. I got to go eat. Okay, y'all. I'm tired now. It's 11:42. My dad asked me to come over and sort his silverware. My mind says, throw all the silverware away. I'm just going to buy new silverware, and then it'll be quicker. It's just quicker. It's quicker to buy new silverware and just come with a completely new kitchen set. Because what we're not going to do is sit and count through old forks that you had since I was a kid. That's what we're not going to do. Okay, Cindy Lou, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Cindy Lou. Happy birthday to you. All right, so Cindy Lou's birthday. I think I saw that. If it's not, then happy birthday, girl, for when it is your birthday. But I think I saw it was your birthday somewhere. I'm determined to make my good, my better, my better, my best. Boom, Shanice. I know that's right. Big smile. Thank you, beautiful. You're welcome, Cindy Lou. Team Lexi, I love you too. This breakthrough for me this morning, I always joke. I love it. Yes. Oh my God, I need to hear this because I'm stuck right now. Like, and here's the deal. Stop saying you're stuck. You ain't stuck. You're just experiencing a cycle that gets to evolve into something better. See, we have to reposition. And this took time for me to be able to reframe. Like, my friends get mad at me. It's so funny because they'll call me like, oh my God. And I just say, hey, let's just reframe. Serena is playing. Oh, got it. Serena's on. Everybody know I love Serena. She's my like, I feel like I'm her. Hey, daddy, yes, you should. Yeah, I'm just buying new. I'm not buying. My daddy, he was like, you're not going to buy new. I said, oh, yes, we are, sir. We're not going to be sorting silverware today. That's not what we're spending our time doing. It's just ridiculous. I love you. So cool watching you live. You changed my life. Thank you. So I love you guys. Thank you so much. I pray God will make a way. The way's made. The whole thing is that, guys, there's some things that we say in the Black community especially that it comes from the slave mentality because, we were slave. Y'all have to think about, people I say slave is, it's not, your grandma, great grandma was a damn slave, right? So you got to think about how close that is to your mama, your daddy, your reality. So that mentality is not far removed. See, you see wealthy families, they be wealthy because they begat wealth. So wealth started generations ago. And so a wealth mentality is what they get, even if they don't try. They just wealthy because it's just the way that it goes. Well, if you are a slave and you was only a slave, not you, but your people, then slave mentality is what you get until you decide that you're available for wealth. That's a whole different story. Okay. And people don't like talking about slavery because they go, oh my God, I love everybody. We don't got to be, what is. History is how it is. And so, you know what I'm saying? You got to acknowledge history. Okay, so because then you can actually understand why you do certain things. So we're trying to change our behaviors and get a result, but we haven't broken certain mentalities. Now, everybody on my live stream ain't Black, so let's be clear. But I'm just saying you got to look at your family history. So whatever that is for you, for me and the majority of my tribe, we Black, okay? So you got to look at Black history and not from your school books. You got to look at the actual facts and laws and study why things are the way that they are so that you can understand it, so that you can choose how you want to exist, so you can choose how you want to subscribe to the things that are happening in your life. So, even the food we eat. You look at every culture, there's a prominent disease that is linked to a certain type of food in every culture. Like there's an eye disease in like Middle Eastern because it's lamb, like they eat a lot of lamb and meat. So you can look at like certain things with black folk and pork chops and stuff like that. You actually can look and see diseases and relate it to a culture. Why? It's passed down. So there's a cycle that we are always in, and you actually get to decide what part of the cycle you choose to experience. That's all. This is so true. We have a slave mentality that we hear. Yes, you do. You inherit. What else do you do? If that's all you, if your mom and them, like my dad, to this day, my dad gets so excited when he gets a big pot of food, a bunch of random food. He chops it up and puts it in the pot. I can't stand eating my food like that. I never have liked it. I don't want no goulash surprise. That's what he calls it. I don't like that. That's not hot. I don't want that. I need to be able to see what the heck I'm eating. It needs to be spaced out. I don't want juice running into. I don't like that. Okay. My dad takes such pride in it. He be like, poor man's meal. He be dancing and excited about a poor man's meal. That's not hot. I be like, Daddy, but you're not poor anymore. I can't. Like, because he's relating to the story and the history. He had to walk through doors that say colored only. Now, y'all got to look at that. That's my dad. So, my dad experienced colored only, white only. My dad was just telling me yesterday that because him and my mama are light skinned, they said two light skinned people can't last. So people said that their marriage was going to fail. So strange. You see, there's a lot of mentality. And so for the average person, there's something that you were taught from your environment that you have to choose you're no longer available for. I am no longer available. So for example, members of my family getting a car towed. It's a common situation because everybody like, oh, you got your car towed. They don't even be feeling bad about it. Why? That's a mentality. It's not a bit. And they're not wrong. It's just you don't understand how to break the cycle. And then some people understand and you just choose to just kind of let that be your reality. For those of you who are wondering how when you elevate, do you still be with your family? You have to love your family where they are. Like I love my family. I love kicking it with my family. Right? But also I'm not available for my car to get towed. I'm not available for my lights to get turned off. I'm not available for something of these things. I can't. I'm not available for it anymore. In order for me to get out of that cycle of getting eviction notices and cars towed and all that type of thing, because I experienced it as well, I had to change my environment. I had to change my mindset. I had to desire something different, and I had to actually craft. Craft means create and craft in the same time. I had to actually create a new belief, create a new story, create a new behavior. And then I had to show up every day as that person and not that person. That conditioning. We are the promise and walking in the new. Yes, it's conditioning. Whew, okay, I'm done. I'm not gonna have y'all on here for no 50,000 hours, even though I already have. I see all the comments. Yes. You're welcome, guys. I love you all. You have helped give life again. This was excellent. Yay! I found you right after I had a stroke and was walking with a cane, and now I'm able to get my speech back and just now started. Whoa, Shanice, that gave me chills. Whoa. What I do know is that I believe my assignment is to break chains. Period, point blank. Maybe that should be my new branding situation. It's to break chains all day long. And ever since I was a little girl, I have a gangster spirit in me, like from God. That'll be clear. Like when there is a spiritual thing that needs to, I rise up. Some people, and this, like some people run from things that you have to attack. And I just become more of a gangster. It's weird. And I it's head on. So I stand for you in your breakthrough. I stand for you as I stand for myself. And so, yeah, that's what y'all get. Like, that's just the way that it is. You're breaking it down and keeping it real. Thank you, Team Lexi. This is true. It's a matter of changing your mindset. Exactly. I always say if someone or something can control you mental, you will stay stuck. Of course. Think about it. When is it Frederick Douglass? I be getting people's names mixed up. I think it's Frederick Douglass. Who was a slave to learn to read before the other slaves? I think it was Frederick Douglass. When he learned how to read, he wanted to kill himself because he hates that he understood. Because now that he had the knowledge and he saw what was going on, and he would try to tell other people, and they said he was crazy, I'm just saying. Grace says, thank you. Yes, I always say if someone is yes. So yeah, we just gonna keep working on our mindset. That's what Good Tea for Life is all about. Mindset, mindset, mindset. Get on my newsletter, LaKeishaMichelle.com. Just join the free newsletter. I'm gonna be sending out audios on this all the time so that you guys can just keep hearing it, because repetition is how you actually begin to change, how you actually begin to get it into your mind, to create the emotions, to create the behavior, to create the habits, to create the change that you want to see in your life, the new cycle. Thank you for doing that for me. You're welcome, love. You're so welcome. I love you, Carolina. So listen, I'm about to go because your girl is hungry, right? I need to go. It's time for like champagne and lunch. So I love you all. This month is gonna be crazy good. Oh, and by the way, you do know we have 6 months left um, in the year, and so you can actually be in a new cycle quite quickly, actually. So yeah, I want you guys to take this. Don't take it lightly. Like, do the work. Do the work. Do the work. Do the work first, and then go take action. If you take action first, you're going to be doing the same actions that got you in the cycle that you feel stuck in. You're never stuck. You're always on purpose. You're always cool. You're always elevating. You're never stuck. There's nothing wrong with you. You just choose to do things differently now. You choose a new path, a new way to the result that you want. You're not stuck. You just choose to do it. You just choose differently. You just choose differently. Everything we do is a choice. Our decisions create our future. And so you just now decide to do things differently in a way that is in alignment with your actual vision. Make sure your vision is big enough, because if you only live in to pay bills, that's all you will ever live for. So you've got to dare to be different. You've got to dare to soar. You've got to dare to be big and think big and have more. You have to keep yourself in that frequency, and it comes through repetition. Turn off some of the negative stuff. No, turn it off. Ain't no some. Turn that ish off and keep pouring into yourself, because it's going to start clicking. I know sometimes it feels overwhelming and sometimes you feel stuck, and so sometimes you go back to what you're doing. Just know that you surround yourself with it, and you cannot help but be more, do more, impact more, period, point blank. You are the best. Lexington Garrett, thank you. You are a daily inspiration. Thank you. LaKeisha, I keep my phone on loud waiting for you to come on. I'm always full and inspired. Thank you for sharing your God-given gifts. You're welcome, Lala. Continue to rise above this. We all will rise above, and we continue to be blessed. We are blessed, and it'll just keep happening, and we just get to choose to receive. So choose to receive, choose to do the work every single day, and you will see your life change. This is not magic. This is not some home meditating, hope it happen. This is designing your life. I do believe you can design your life. You can CEO your life, honey. You are the manager, you are the employee, and you are the CEO with the vision. You can make it be all what you want it to be. Just starts with your decisions. It just starts. So thank you for spending your time for me. I don't take it for granted. Your time is the future. Your time is precious. It's something you cannot get back. So I thank you guys. I thank you. 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 It's crazy. Sometimes I'm talking. I literally was just thinking. Sometimes I'm talking and it's just flowing out of me. I'm not even aware. Like, it just flows out of me. So I'm just grateful to God for that, because it is just your soul pouring out. And I just wish that you guys do the same. Do your soul work. I love you. I will see you guys on another stream. And that is all. Yes, went back to what worked before, and I started seeing sales again. My Carolina, yes! In less than 24 hours. Exactly. We have to always... This is so good. So glad I jumped on. Yay, Jennifer. You're welcome. Thank you for doing that. Yes, we are just hard-headed. We all are. I'm the same way. I was like, I woke up feeling sick this morning. Like, why? Something simple as just eating food I know I shouldn't eat, because my body just can't take certain type of meat. I woke up sick. I'm like, how many times do you have to go wake up and be like this if you shouldn't have ate that? Like, we're all hard-headed about something, whether it's a big, deep thing or something as simple as, why did you eat them tacos last night at midnight? We're always in choice. I love you. Have a great day. Of course, y'all know I'm going to be live later, because this is my television channel, so make sure you subscribe to LaKeisha Michelle TV on Facebook, on YouTube, and go to LaKeishaMichelle.com and get the newsletter, because I'm always talking about designing your life. I love talking about business. I'm obsessed with business and all the many facets of it. And I'm going to continue to share that with you guys. I love you. Ciao, ciao, ciao. Okay, now I got to figure out how to cut the YouTube off. Have a great day. Thank you. Love you guys. Thanks for my daily list. You're welcome. You are so welcome.